Hey guys, Galen Casba here. This will be my first video on YouTube, video tutorial. I apologize guys, I'm not that experienced in making videos, so for some reason the game is playing just fine. It's running really smoothly, but it's recording super choppy for some reason. So I guess I'm gonna have to find some other software that doesn't record like that. I'm not sure what the deal is there. So anyway, I'm gonna show you guys how to farm from the very earliest stages. It seems like a few people didn't quite understand the guides to the fullest of their potential, and they still feel like they are losing more than they're gaining. So I'm going to show you guys the absolute basics on how to get started in the game and start producing everything you need to survive. So first I'm going to build a very basic farming machine. Oh, I did this backwards. Alright. So we put our fuel barrel in there, we got our cannon on here. This cannon, I'll explain this in a second here. Okay, so we're not looking to go in and just be complete beasts in the PvP world here. This is just for farming the basics, getting started in the game. So this cannon right here is basically to help us get kills and to blow off pieces off of other cars. When you blow off things like wheels and armor and side attachments and all that, you get extra XP. The machine gun is to try to finish people off and to get assists. So what we're going to want to do now is we're going to want to put in a whole bunch of whites. I like to use the, what are these called? Reputation ones? They're decorations, appearances. These are the best because they have a low power score, only 10 power score, and their weight is only 27 kilograms. So you can load up a whole bunch of these without bumping your power score up too much, and without weighing your vehicle down a whole bunch. And I feel like they're a lot better than using a bunch of radios. So we'll just load this bad boy up here. Alright, so we're trying not to get too much stuff on here because we don't want to bump our power score way up too high. So we just need some wheels. Alright. 2 there. 1 over here. Looks about even. And let's see if there's any more things we can throw on here to get some whites. Looks like we got these. I just bought a bunch of these because I thought they looked small and not very heavy, so. Looks like they're mostly gone now. Alright, we're at 1810. Let's just get a tiny bit of armor on here. This is just to help us stay alive a little bit. I know this will fit in here some way. Let's get rid of that plow for right now. Well, weird. Okay, sure, I guess. Alright, so we're at 1814 power score. Pretty low. Shouldn't have too hard of opponents. Just pick any one of these. I think I like machine gun. Hopefully we don't get too long of a wait here. Oh, perfect. Alright. So I'm not sure how to record in full screen mode. I seem to be having problems every time I try to record in full screen mode. Normally, if I had a better build, I would flank behind them up to the left on this map, but since I'm using this, I kind of want to, thank you for that. I just want to get, basically all I really want to do is get 80 XP. That's the main goal here. I put the fuel barrel in here, right? Yeah, I got fuel. So if I do survive, I'll get an extra 25 fuel. It's kind of like a bonus. But really, we just want to get like 1 or 2 good shots on people, maybe get an assist, and then we basically accomplished our mission for farming. Winning is a bonus too, obviously. We'll try to win, but we don't have to win. Alright, there's one good hit. I'm about to get fucked up. Oh, no, he missed. Oh, there's still a whole shit ton of them, though. I'm gonna go this way. Oh my god, I'm already almost dead. I'm gonna try to get one more hit in before I go down here. Oh, I can't believe that missed. Oh, there we go. There's a good hit. Alright, so I got about 2 or 3 hits in, I think. Nothing spectacular. Wow, look at this guy. He's at 2,000 power score with this little guy. This would be it'd be like, he probably wins a lot of games, but he probably doesn't get that much reward because he's only got 2 blues and 7 whites. No, 3 blues because he's got the 2 weapons in the cabin. So like his reward is pretty small, but he probably wins a lot of games because of that. We're not really super worried about the wins when we're farming scrap because we're using a cheap vehicle. As you see, there was all whites. I mean, that vehicle probably, if I was to buy all the parts off the market, would probably cost like 200 coins, something cheap like that. Anyway, I'm just gonna show you guys how much scrap I get after this, whether we win or lose. So we're just waiting for this guy to go down. And it's not like because this build is shitty that like every game we just go ahead and lose. I still win about 50-50. Okay, so we only got 26 scrap for a loss there. But if we were to win it, I really wish I would have won that game so I could show you. The first game I recorded, I got a kill and everything, and I got a bunch of rewards. But anyways, when you win, you'll get about twice as much of a reward. You'll generally get like 3 whites and maybe like 8 or 9 scrap. And those whites, people think, oh, I'm getting less scrap, but you're really not getting less scrap because those 3 whites are equal to at least 10 scrap plus the durability on them. So if it's like a white machine gun, well, you can use that white machine gun till it runs out of durability, and then you can just scrap it, and then suddenly now you have the scrap, and you got whatever scrap you made while you were using it, if that makes sense. So really, winning is the objective. You don't want to just go in and lose. That's not. You're not getting more rewards for losing a game. Alright, so let's get rid of this. I don't have to do that. This is my new shotgun build. I did not make this. This is actually from Topo. He's a Russian player I met online and asked if I could borrow his build since it looked really good and I didn't have a machine gun build. Didn't really want to start from scratch, so this seems like a pretty refined build. It's pretty decent. Where is the... There we go. I don't have all the pieces yet, so I have to kind of rebuild it every time I copy his. Alright, so let's put that in there. Alright. So we're going to do a raid. Now we know how to get scrap. We're going to go ahead and get, we'll just do a normal siege since siege sucks. It gives you terrible copper to fuel ratio. It's only about 50%, or 2 fuel gets you 1 copper, which is not very good. Sometimes it's less than that, and on top of that, you can fail them. Although I've been having extremely good luck with this build. This is the build I actually wanted to make a post about. I feel it's insanely strong because although I don't have that much health, you'll see here in a minute I only have about 600 or 700 health. Compared to my other vehicle, which has like 1,600 health. It does a lot of damage and it's fast. And a lot of these siege modes that we lose, or that I lose, are because I simply couldn't get to the target in time, and it got rushed down by the NPCs, which is really lame. So So I'll show you guys how to do siege real quick. If you have to do siege, if you have to get the copper, I'll show you guys kind of the fastest way to do it here. I'm gonna try to just wow, these guys are all like decked out. They're all using pretty good stuff. So the first video I recorded, oh, get out of here, NPCs. First video I recorded, I basically like soloed the whole map on normal. All right, so what you want to do is you want to get up close and just kill these weapons. See, when these weapons die, they do like 1,000 damage to the tower, and then they also can't shoot back at you. I'm missing all these shots. There we go. Oh, there's a lot of NPCs shooting at me in this one. I might actually end up dying here pretty quick. Woo! Again, guys, I don't recommend doing siege. This is like the best time to PvP because siege is just kind of like, in my opinion, a waste of time. You get hardly any copper for it, and a lot of times you'll lose. Especially, I'm using purple shotguns right now, so I'm killing these things pretty quick. But you could use cannons like Frozen Nexus was using. Cannons, like if you get a hit on the weapon, then the cannon's probably pretty decent. It's probably the only raid you can actually be somewhat effective with cannons. But I mean, these purple shotguns are just like crazy. I was actually gonna make a post on the different weapons, what's the best to use in PvE and whatnot, and these things are just ridiculous when you actually hit your target. Somehow I'm like missing like crazy. Alright, there we go. Oh, get out of here. Alright, we only need 2 more. I'll probably be able to get 1 more tower before I go down. This dude really wants a piece of my bumper, though. Oh, now I'm stranded out here. I'm trying to get close because once I get close, they have a harder time shooting at me. So I'm like below the gun, so now they can't really shoot back at me. Although it doesn't seem like I'm shooting at him either. What the heck? There we go. Look at that. We've got almost 3 minutes on the timer, and this is on normal. And that one's almost down. So it's come a long way from when I first started doing these sieges. But see, we got 18 copper, and we didn't lose anything. We didn't lose any durability or anything like that. So yeah, that's about it. Just with using that tactic, you can get all the scrap and all the copper that you need to start making all the blues that you want. Lunatics, you just come in here. All it takes is some white pieces, and these white pieces, that's another thing I was going to make a post on too. Is these white pieces? Say you need these, right? Say I need what's something that we craft a lot of. I'll give you a perfect example. This is what I was crafting this weekend. If you go down here to the auger, I made 12 augers. It's quite a bit of them. See, I ran out of the parts to make them. So these right here, let's take a look at them on the market. That's a bad example. Let's take a look at these, because I needed 12 of each of these. Okay, $8.40 and $5.56. Wow, those are super cheap, both to buy them and to set up buy orders for them. So they're actually a lot closer than they were this weekend. So what I would do is go to the market here, and just while I would do regular games, while I was waiting to farm up the copper to get the materials I needed to make them, I just put up buy orders. And so I need like 10 of these, and just undercut the next guy, 5.57. And now I could have, I'm not going to buy these because I actually don't need them right now, and I don't even think I have the money for them. But if I was to buy 10 of these at the normal price, I'd be paying 84. And if I do it this way, I'd only be paying 55. So I was effectively cutting off like 30% of how much I was spending to get all of these. And yeah, it took a little bit of time, but literally like 5 or 6 of these would get sold to me while I did one match. So that's definitely the best way to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and cut off the video and probably post more in the Reddit post that I make talking about this.